What's up, guys? My name is Aleene, and today I'm going to be telling you guys a bunch, or not a bunch, but like a good amount of like embarrassing stories that I have gone through in my life because I'm realizing that I'm so fucking embarrassing. I am an embarrassing person sometimes, and I compiled 3 stories of a few embarrassing things that have happened to me throughout my life, and I just need to share. Something in me wants to embarrass myself online, so here you guys go. So I have 3 stories. 2 are from like the last couple years, and 1 is from when I was in high school. So let's listen. If we don't judge, it's okay, guys. You can judge. I'll take the judgment. So the first story I want to tell you guys is about, okay, let me set the scene. It is 2023. I think it is October or November, and I just started my job at a department store in the mall. I get in trouble for telling my past jobs names, the names of the store, so I'm not gonna tell you which one, but it's a department store. Even though this has nothing to do with the store, but I don't know, I don't want to get in trouble anymore. So I started my job there, I think that month, either October or November, somewhere in the fall. And one day I had a closing shift, and I think I was working like 8 hours. Before we even get started, I do want to preface by saying I am a big girl. As you can tell, I sweat easily, I get overwhelmed easily, my face gets red easily. Like my body just gets like worked up easily. It's one of my like first shifts of having this job, like my 3rd or 4th, and I'm working one day. Like I wasn't training that day, I was just like folding and cleaning up everything because my position was to like, you know, keep the store clean, I guess, pick up clothes off the floor, do go backs, you know, set everything up. I wasn't a cashier, I just like kept the store looking nice. And one day there's these like tables, like a bunch of tables with like sweaters. So I was just folding a bunch of sweaters, and there's this group of teenagers, and then 2 of the teenagers broke off and they were wandering over my section, and they were looking at me, and then they looked back at each other and then looked back at me, and they were like snickering and laughing. I was like, okay, awesome. I love to be fat shamed at work. That is so fun, because that's where my mind went. I literally thought they were just like, oh, making fun of the uggo fatty for like doing work. Like I thought that was it, because I probably was like, oh, I'm probably out of breath, whatever. That's what I thought it was. Mind you, when I started a shift this day, I walk in and automatically I get into the store and automatically it starts smelling bad. I was like, oh my gosh, it smells so bad. I literally thought to like tell somebody. I was like, does it really smell that bad? Do you guys smell that? Thankfully I didn't, because oh my god, but I just smelled the smell all over the store. Wherever I went, all I would smell. And like part of me was like nervous that it was me. I didn't think it was me, but just to be safe, I would like every 2 hours I would like wash my face, put on deodorant, like more deodorant, spray and everything, and like try to prevent it, because I was like, okay, I want to over mask it and be like, okay, so it's not me, but I'm gonna spray all over, I'm gonna cover myself just in case it is me. But I didn't think it was me, but I guess in my subconscious I was like, well. So I just wanted to be safe. And then the teenagers, they went back to their group of friends. Sorry for that tangent. The teenagers went back to their group of friends, and they all like were looking at me and laughing. I was like, okay, cool, love that for me. Like I said, fatty at work. So I was like, you know, continuing the work. And then nothing of it that day. All I thought was just like, ugh, smelly day. Got laughed at per usual by teenagers. This is high school all over again. I'm used to this. So shift ends, I go home, get an Uber home, go to sleep, and then I wake up to like a message at like 5 or 7 a.m. from well, not me personally, one of the managers that shift sent a message to like the group chat of all the employees, because all the employees were in like different group chats, and then the main group chat there was like cashiers, managers, like my positions, like all different things, and new hires. They had different like group chats, and then the whole main group chat for the entire store. So the manager that I was working with that night sent a message to the group chat of the entire store, and it said, "Attention new hires. Here are some tips to stay hygienic while at the work," or whatever. Like, please remember to follow the hygiene policies, blah, 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 blah. I was like, y'all, that hit me like a fucking brick, because I was the only fucking new hire that day. I was the only new hire that shift with her, and then she was going to do an opening shift the next day, and I was like, I'm gonna it was so embarrassing, y'all. It was so fucking embarrassing. Like, why the hell? Like, you said, oh, everybody, like, everybody could fucking tell that it's me, even if they didn't work that shift with me, because if they look at the schedule and they're like, oh, what caused the manager to send this on her from her last shift was the new hire, Stinky Hannah. I wanted to jump off a bridge. I did not, but I was tallest bridge near me. Oh my God, that was so fucking embarrassing. So I quit. I quit real quick. I could not fucking handle that. Being Stinky Hannah, fat Stinky Hannah, no thank you. No thank you, I'm not fat Stinky Hannah, I'm fat Hannah. I'm just gonna, diabolical. Come on now, girl, you're gonna send it to the whole group. New hires, don't be fat and stinky. What? Oh my God. They didn't say don't be fat, but I'm adding that. Like, I am mortified. I had to quit, y'all. I'm so fucking mortified from that. Like, and one of my fears, if you're a big girl or a big person in general, you know one of our fears is most likely that we're gonna stink in public or something, because one of my biggest fears is stinking, because that's another reason I was like, okay, today I'm gonna go extra on smelling good. All of that, I go out of my way just to be like fat Stinky Hannah. I'm like, at the end of the day, I never even knew what the smell was. I like checked my clothes, I checked my skin, I checked everything, looking for any sign of stinky. I couldn't find it. And I didn't smell stinky at home or going into the Uber or walking through the mall, just at the store. So I was like, what the hell? But it was just so fucking embarrassing. You guys have no idea how embarrassing that was. Everybody was like, damn, uh-oh, stinky. I'm like, uh-oh, I'm gonna kill myself. Fucking diabolical. So that was one of them. I am ashamed, gutted, embarrassed. But that's the name of this game for this story time video. Embarrass Hannah. Okay, so this next story happened like, I don't even remember, sometime last year. I think it was in the summer of 2024. At this time, my mom was in the hospital for a long time. She was hospitalized, in the hospital, on and off, like going from the ICU to telemetry unit, back and forth from ICU and then the main unit and everything, because she was struggling. And me at home, I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I was stressed. I didn't know how to cook, and I kept forgetting to eat. So I was like, oh my God, my fucking freezer food isn't getting cooked because I keep forgetting to eat. I went like a few days that week without eating, unless maybe it was like a tiny little thing, but I went like a few days not eating, and I was trying to like take a bath because I was like, I really want to take a bath. I'm so stressed. And one of the nights I was like I said, trying to take a bath. The bathtub and the shower in my room and my mom's room are the same. It's like there's 3 knobs, 2 on the side are for like temperature, and the middle one is like you do to turn it to the shower. Like you turn on the temperature first, and then you turn on the shower one to like twist it or change it or whatever. I just was so fucking like out of it. I just couldn't eat. I was nauseous. I was dizzy. I was out of it. You guys have no idea how like gone I was. Not what? You guys have no idea how gone I was, because I just couldn't focus on anything. I was like, I don't even know how to describe it fully, but I just fully was not there because I wasn't eating. So like one night I tried to turn on the bath in my room. I tried to turn on the bath in my mom's room, and neither of them are working, and I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm like, oh my God, maybe, because they turn off the water at my complex a lot, like they're always doing maintenance on the water. So I was like, oh, they just turned off the water, so let me turn it on. And it was about to be a weekend. I think it was about to be a holiday, like a Memorial Day or Labor Day or something. So I was like, oh my God, we got to get this fixed before the holiday because then maintenance is going to be gone. So after I realized it's not turning on, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep and I'll take a bath tomorrow. It'll probably be on by tomorrow. But I noticed they didn't send out an email about turning off water or anything. So I was just like really confused. I woke up that morning. I called management. I was like, hey, I totally forgot to put a fucking maintenance request. I'm a fucking idiot. I was like, hey, my bathtub isn't working, my water's not working, but it's just like water like in my bathtub, in my room, in my mom's room, not anywhere else. Like the water everywhere else is working in the apartment, just not the bathtubs. And she was like, okay, we'll get someone on it. Later in the afternoon, I call again because nobody came. I was like, hey, me again, what's going on? Bathtubs are not working, what's going on? She's like, okay, we'll get someone on it. I call again before close at like 4 p.m. I was like, hey, please. I'm like, I'm stinky. I need to take a bath because I could not stand for that long because I was not eating. So I was like, please, can somebody come fix it? So they sent emergency maintenance. I am so dumb. I didn't even think to call the emergency maintenance line. I was just like, please, to management. And they got it. He came over real quick. It wasn't one of the maintenance guys I'm used to. Like, we have maintenance guys here that are always here that we're just used to. And it was not one of them. It was like a different guy. I think he was just like, whatever, like a throwaway or whatever that I never see. So he came by. He looked like he was ready to go drink a beer and go watch the fireworks. He comes in and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's a mess in here. My mom's been in the hospital. I'm like, oh my God. So, you know, and at this time I was like trying to befriend one of the maintenance men because he was cool and I thought he was a cutie pie and I wanted to be his friend. So I was trying to befriend him and then this other guy's here and I'm like, okay. Oh my gosh. So I show him and I'm twisting the middle one. I'm twisting the middle one that turns into a shower. But like I said, you have to turn on the temperature ones first and then turn the middle one. I kept twisting the middle ones. I'm like, and then I didn't realize, like, see, it's not turning on. It's not turning on. What's going on? I obviously did not realize what I was doing. I apparently forgot, like, how to take a shower. So I was like, see? So he's like, ma'am, that is the fucking transformer one or whatever. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, pull the other ones. I'm like, and the water turns. I'm like, I'm going to fucking jump off 8 bridges now. That, like, he tells me to turn on the other one. And I'm like, I am so embarrassed. Oh, I am so embarrassed. And this time I'm like, okay, maybe I need to start eating because I'm like, fuck. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That's so embarrassing. Because I just wasted his time. He was about to go party hardy, go drink a brewski. And I'm like, I don't know how to work a bathtub. Like, it seems stupid of me. So I go to the other bathroom and he's like, okay, let's check just to make sure. And I was a fucking idiot. Of course, I twisted the wrong one. So I was just apologizing profusely to this maintenance man. I was like, oh my God, please don't tell David, who was the maintenance man I was trying to befriend. I was like, oh my God, please don't tell David. I am so embarrassed. Please don't tell. I didn't say that, but I was thinking that. But like I was saying like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, that was the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. And as he's walking out the door, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Just apologizing profusely. So that was just so fucking embarrassing. I was like, girl, you're not gonna try the other knobs. You're just gonna try one and be like, doesn't work. Like, are you drunk, ma'am? Get your shit together. But no, I just wasn't eating because my mommy, And the last story took place in high school and it was my junior year and it's all based on Zayn leaving One Direction. Let's start off with prefaces. My sister is 2 years younger than me. So when I was a junior, she was a freshman and she didn't want to go to the same schools as me. I learned later why, but you know, she didn't want to go to the same schools as me at that time. Totally fine. That's her journey, whatever. That's her tea. So I was at my school for 2 years that I was going to, freshman and sophomore year. And I think that towards the end of my first semester, my junior year, I ended up getting kicked out because my grades were failing and I just was too depressed to show up. So my attendance was even worse than it was before because my attendance was always so bad at school. So I had gotten my diagnosis for bipolar that year. I had gotten a bipolar diagnosis and I was like trial running whatever different medications for my bipolar to see what would work, what would stick. And I was like having all these side effects, like weight gain, agitation, irritability, all that. And one of them was just like giving me like amplifying my depression. So I was just like, I don't want to go, fuck you guys. I sat down with my principal, vice principal, case carrier, and some of my teachers, and the principal, vice principal, and my case carrier all knew my brother, and he was worse than me, and he didn't, rude, they didn't kick him out, but they did kick me out because of all that. So I ended up having to go to my sister's school the second semester of my junior year. And because I failed a lot of my classes and didn't meet up the credits for a lot of my stuff, I was in a freshman English class, and my sister, she was very popular. Everybody knew her, everybody loved my sister, and she was very like prim, proper, and had this image she wanted to maintain that I was nothing like. So when I show up, I feel like I wrecked everything. So I do apologize for that, sissy. I do apologize. But I was placed in at that school in a freshman English class because I failed English my freshman year. So I was the oldest person in that class. I was a junior in a freshman English class, surrounded by all of my sister's friends, or everybody that knows my sister. And I'm like the fucking fat, mentally unstable, dinky sister. So I'm like, damn, sorry, girl. So I was just like embarrassed to begin with in that class because I was like, damn. I also did end up failing that class as a year too. But that's a whole nother story. School was very difficult for me with all my mental illness and stuff. But just keep this all in mind, especially with my bipolar diagnosis of like freaking out and being overly emotional and all that. The day Zayn Malik left One Direction, I was walking to my freshman English class. I don't remember from what, I really don't remember a lot from that school, but I do remember embarrassment. So I was walking to my freshman English class, and it was like this big campus because it was all like, it was like open campus. It was like all outside. It wasn't like inside like a building. Like classes were inside, but like you didn't like have buildings. You didn't have a lot of buildings with stairs and stuff. There was like 2 buildings like that. Everything else was just outside and whatever. So I was walking to my class. It was like on the other side of campus. So I was walking, and I don't know. I like to check my phone as I walk. I like to change the music, whatever. I must have got like a notification or a tweet on my phone that was like Zayn Malik left One Direction. I was like, shut your fucking whore mouth. I'm a Zayn girl. Shut your whore mouth. So I like stop in my tracks, I read it, I start freaking the fuck out. I literally, tears start streaming from my eyes. I start crying and they just keep coming. And then I can't breathe and I'm hyperventilating and I'm just full on sobbing at this point. I call my mom, I'm like, oh my god, can you pick me up from school, please? Oh my god, this is so... like my life just got ruined. So my mom was like, okay, damn bitch. She was like, okay, I'll get you, but just go to your class and wait for me for them to bring you up to the office. I'm like, so crying, crying while walking to my class. I had no fucking shame. Girl, learn humility. God damn, girl, learn humility. So I was walking to my freshman English class, acting a fool. I sit down. I was not friends with any of these people. They were nice to me because they wanted to get close to my sister, okay? Period. But they were nice to me because they wanted to get to her. I'm like, I'm too mentally ill to be in control of that. So I was just sitting there and I was like I was like done sobbing, but I was like crying. I was like, tears were falling down still. I was just like, and everyone's like, Hannah, what's wrong? Obviously, because they want to suck the fart out of my ass to be my sister's friend. Hannah, what's wrong? So I'm like, Zayn left One Direction. And these are like popular girls who were not fangirls. They de-gaff about Zayn and One Direction, okay? They did not give a fuck. And I was just like, Zayn left One Direction. And they were trying to be so sympathetic. They're like, oh my god, girl, I'm so sorry. I'm like, yeah, bitch, you better be sorry. But Yeah, so I was just like crying in class, and then like 5 minutes in, I get a call to the office, and it's like, Hannah, blah blah blah, your mom is here to pick you up. And I'm like, period, that's tea. I'm out. I leave crying. Why was I crying so much over Zayn leaving One Direction? I was a Zayn girl, okay, you wouldn't get it. But like literally, like that's the most fucking embarrassing thing for me to have done. Like I give myself more grace then because obviously new diagnosis, new meds. But like damn bitch, learn humility. Not everything, like I was making everything all about me at that point. I was like, focus on me. Everybody focus on how this affected me. And I'm like, shut up, ho, in retrospect. So that is my embarrassing stories. I'm starting to sweat really bad and I need to go lay under a fan. So I'm gonna go though. But I hope you guys did enjoy my embarrassing stories. Tell me which one was your favorite, which you resonated with, or just give me your thoughts and prayers. I'm just kidding. Give me thoughts, opinions, whatever in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. But I am gonna go. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Mwah.